Listen, y'all. Courtney does not like Nick. Courtney is getting very bored with Nick. And here's the gag. I'm getting bored looking at y'all too. What's going down, T Subs and T Squad? So, Married at First Sight. This is season 20, episode 4. Courtney and Nick bored the hell out of me because they do. They bored the hell out of me. Courtney done already admitted that she bored. Nick trying to act like he can't see the signs of it. I don't know. But we got to go on ahead and talk about it, girl. So Cameron and Michelle talk about how it felt sleeping in the same bed with a total stranger on their first night. Michelle says she's traditional when it comes to sex. And she still wants to take things slowly and build their relationship, as y'all should. As y'all should. Because y'all don't know each other. And this is more than just like some one night stand type of thing. Like, y'all are married. So y'all should take the time to really get to know each other, see what makes each other tick and things like that. Like, I don't feel like none of y'all really should be rushing into sleeping with each other and having sex and all that. Like, kissing is cool. Okay, she's such a good kisser. Got lipstick on my, all that. Like, that's cool. Making out, that's cool. Hold the hands, that's cool. Maybe even a cuddle here and there. That's cool. But I don't necessarily feel like none of y'all really know each other to the point where y'all need to start thinking about having sex, unless it's something that just happened. But that's just me. Tell me what y'all think down to the comments. So Marissa tells Adam that he's a great cutler, and Marissa says she's very attracted to Adam, and they share a couple of kisses. I don't know. It's still something about Adam that give me the ick. But whatever that is, it's gonna come out. I don't know when, but it will. Normally, when I get these feelings about dudes, I turn out to be right. Yeah, I know I'm gay as hell, but I'm still a damn man. And I know men. So we just gonna see how it goes. But for some reason, I'm just not featuring them. So Sean brings Nikki some coffee. Nikki says the night before Sean came on just a little bit too strong. She's not attracted to him physically, but feel like it can grow. I just don't think that it will. When you're not into a person, you're not into a person. Okay. Um, and I'm gonna get back down to Nikki and Sean in a second. I'm gonna get back to them in a few. So Courtney says Nick is gorgeous, kind, and everything, but she's not super touchy, lovey, feely. They just met each other, and it's not gonna be all of that. Like I guess so, Courtney. But I honestly feel like if you wasn't so bored with him, you wouldn't mind being so touchy and feely and cuddly and things like that. Because I kind of get that vibe from you, Courtney. I do. I get the vibe that you do like to be touched on, felt like you like that. And that's okay that you like that. But I just feel like the only thing that Nick has going on for him is looks. But other than that, he don't have much going on with him. And I feel like that's the reason why you don't feel all soft and feminine when it comes to Nick, because he's just like, he's a cute face, but he's boring. He is. And I don't even feel a way about you feeling like that. To tell the truth, shame the devil. Nick is boring. Nick is boring. Nick is socially awkward, in my opinion, and that's not you. You're like the life of the party. You like to talk. You like to mix and mingle. You said it yourself. You like to be goofy and this, that, thing, and the other. And Nick just don't give none of that off. And I just honestly feel like you don't feel like you could be your total self around Nick, because Nick he's docile. You know what I mean? Like, and it ain't no shade. I think Nick is a good person, but he's just mad docile, and I don't see y'all. Well, it's obvious that y'all not gonna make it because we only in episode 4, and you already talking about you boy. Moving on. Felipe and Tori, they wake up cuddling each other. They seem to really like each other, so I'm here for it. Mecca feels like he's kicking it with his best friend, which is a good thing. And Belle wants them to like do matching outfits for the day. I'm gonna come back to them in a minute. So Devin and Caitlyn says that they didn't feel weird sleeping with one another. And then all of the couples pack for their honeymoon down to Mexico. All of the couples are going to be traveling together to go to Mexico. I'm assuming they're all going to be staying in the same resort, and we just going to see how that goes. So Sean says that he can't wait to get naked, and Nikki says, "Hell no, motherfucker, you ain't even got the body yada yada to be hollering about how you can't wait to get naked. She know you lying." Um. Cameron wasting alcohol trying to make damn drinks. Look, and I don't even drink no more. But I know you lying. That's some good liquor that you run around there wasting, trying to act like you a barkeep like that. If you ain't no barkeep, I don't need you mixing and making no damn drinks and you wasting it all over the damn place. We ain't got no time for that. Now the whole room gonna be smelling like alcohol. I honestly felt like Cameron, in a cute way, was just nervous. So a lot of the things that he's doing right now, he's fucking it up because he's nervous. That's really what I think. But see, I think it's cute. It's cute when guys get nervous like that. So Felipe asks Tori what her faith is, and she says that she's Christian. And she has a huge faith in God. She has a relationship with God. God is her homie, and she's his. So Felipe says he grew up Catholic, but now he an atheist. Felipe, I like you, but I already wouldn't want to be with you. Because as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Ain't no pass go, ain't no collect $200, and no, I'm not compromising on that. You gotta love the Lord just as much as I love the Lord, and the Lord love us. Ain't no way in hell you gonna sit over here and tell me to choose a damn atheist. Now, Tori played it off cool, and Tori trying to act like that ain't gonna be no big deal for her. But the way that she talked about how she has a relationship with God and Jesus, I think that might turn around and be an issue for her later on down the line. I really do. I really do. I really feel like that's probably going to be the common denominator between the both of them. I don't even think it got nothing to do with his past cheatation. I'm just gonna be honest because people that are religious and they steeped in their religion, that might turn around and be an issue for them, especially when you start talking about adding children to the mix. But we ain't got that far yet, so maybe I'm looking too much ahead into it. But I don't know. So Felipe tells Tori that he cheated before on his last girlfriend. He said they only made out with the girl, and she found out after they broke up by someone else. Again, Tori is acting like it's not that big of a thing to her. Um, she's willing to give him a chance as she should because you know that was his address. He don't live there no more. Felipe honestly gives me that when he does have a wife, he's committed to his wife. I feel like Felipe honestly will try his best to do the right thing. So maybe Tori shouldn't be so concerned about it. And here's the thing. I'm not mad that he told her. Like, I feel like let me know these things ahead of time now versus me finding out once we like a month or two into this thing, then you want to drop that bomb. I'm not pissed that he told her right off. Why come into this thing holding secrets? Or things that she might find out later and it could be an issue. If you just real and open with a person like from the giddy up, you'll be surprised to how much easier you will make your life. You know what I mean? So I actually applaud him for being open and honest and letting that be known to Tori. Now, versus her finding out later on. So I don't necessarily feel a way about it. Like I get why he did it, and I like the way that he did it. He was open to honesty, let it be known. She don't have to find out from the streets on the internet, all of the rest of that stuff. So I was here for that. Marissa felt like her and Adam not having the same drinking habits would have been a problem, but it hasn't. Everything been great. I mean, I'm glad things are going good so far. I hope it stays that way, but for some reason, I just don't feel like it will. Moving on. Michelle tells Cameron about her fibroids and how fertility might be a little hard for her. And, he was like, hey, listen, even if we will have to adopt, I'm cool with that because I have a sister that's adopted and they're mad close. He loves his sister to pieces. So, I mean, that is a good thing, but y'all can cross that bridge when y'all get to it. Now I don't think she mentioned anything about her freezing her eggs. I just think she told him that she does have fibroids. She found about that when she was 26, and it might be harder for her to be able to conceive naturally. But again, y'all can cross that bridge when y'all get to it. Y'all are nowhere near that point yet. So we'll see how that works out. Ooh, my stomach, child. My stomach not agreeing with me today. I don't know why. So Devin and Caitlyn go out to dinner. Caitlyn talks about how solid her parents' relationship is and how even when they argue, they always come back and find a way to repair it afterwards, which is a great thing. All right, and it's a good thing that you learned that from your parents. So when you do really find your person, you'll know how to handle conflict resolution when it comes down to your partner. Because who wants to go to bed mad? That's what it sounds like to me. Your mom and dad refused to go to bed mad. So they found ways to have the hard conversations and just let it be that. And that's how it really should be, especially when you married to a motherfucker, because ain't nobody got no time for that. You going to bed mad, you waking up mad, and then a whole week passes, and y'all still hardly talking to one another. Who really wants to live like that? And that's how you can tell that you also have a strong foundation when y'all can sit and talk and have the conversation, even when it's an argument. You could sit, talk it out, work it out, and then y'all can move on with your day and move on with your week. That's a good foundation. It is. That's a good foundation, Caitlin. Be happy that you have parents like that. So Sean and Nikki chilling by the poolside. Sean takes his shirt off, and Nikki says that she loves his confidence, but she never pictured herself with someone with a dad bod. Sean questioning her about how she felt like she's changed as a person, and Nikki feels like he's interviewing her and is killing the mood. To be honest with you, Nikki, I don't necessarily, and I know I was giving Sean a lot, right? But that's just what I do here down to giving you the real T Baptist, missionary Baptist, okay? I do it for the gags of it all. But if I'm being honest with you, Nikki, I didn't get the feeling that he was interviewing you. He was asking you questions that, quite honestly, I would have asked LaFonz. And I felt like the reason why you took it left, because you're the one that took it left, Nikki. I feel like the reason why you took it left is because you're not physically attracted to him. I felt like if you were attracted to him, you wouldn't have mind answering the question within the realms of what he was looking for. But see, you're giving all of these vague answers because you're not into him. And that's fine if you're not into him. But me personally, I would appreciate it more if you was just honest with him and just be like, listen, normally you're not my type. Like I'm giving you a chance because we're doing this, but normally you're not my type. Just being real, because that's really what this is. He's not your type. He's not. He's not your type. And I feel like that's why anything that he does will quickly annoy you. Because that's really what it's given right. Don't get me wrong. Did Sean come off a little bit strong? Yeah, he did. But everybody is due respect and common decency. But because you're just not that into him, it's like you just handle him any old kind of way. And you expect for him to just be cool with it. I mean, I don't know, Nikki. Like I felt where you were coming from a little bit, but as the episodes go on, like it's a lot, friend. It's a lot. Everybody is due respect. Moving on. So Felipe asks Tori, how did she find out that she got cheated on? Tori says that she got a message from the young girl who let herself be known as a side chick. And she was sending her the messages that her and her ex-boyfriend was sending each other back and forth. She said she took her out to a little dive bar later on, and I guess they said to compare stories, or she heard the whole story from her. And 16 hours later, she rented out a U-Haul, packed up all her shit, left the girlfriend credit card he gave her and the key, and left. And I'm not mad. I actually like the way that you handled it. You didn't make her held out to be responsible for what your boyfriend did. And I can appreciate that. I can. I can, because see, it's very easy to get mad at the other woman. But it's that motherfucker that owed you the loyalty and respect. And 9 times out of 10, they probably didn't know a damn thing about you, but she wanted to make herself known, basically, so you and her could get the hell away. So I can actually respect how Tori handled it. Because most of y'all would have fought the damn girl and I can respect the fact, I can respect the way that she handled the situation and made him out to be responsible and took all of her frustrations out on him. Belle, to be honest with you, baby, I really feel like you really want to fuck Mecca. Okay. And that's why you keep laying all of these hints about how it's okay if he wants to initiate the kiss, or it's okay if he wants to like initiate holding you and da 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 da. Da. That's really the vibe that I got, Bella. Okay. Honestly, the vibe that I got is you want Mecca to push your ass through the mattress. And I ain't mad with it. Listen. I want him to push me through the damn mattress too. But girl, just say that. All right. You keep throwing these hints that you want him to do this and you want him to do that. But I mean, listen, he's trying to respect you and your boundaries as a man. So maybe, you should be the one to initiate it. And it's okay. I don't know why women feel like it's such a horrible thing if they're the ones that initiates the physical. It's not. A lot of men like that shit too, because a lot of men really are just trying to respect your boundaries. They don't want to come off too strong, but they want it just as much as you do. So if you just come out and make it happen, hey, get the ball rolling, get the ball moving. Hint to the wise. Moving on. Courtney and Nick hanging out by the pool, and in my opinion, they really don't have no chemistry. And then Courtney says that she's getting bored with him. And to be honest, I'm getting bored with the both of y'all too. I'm gonna be real. I'm really getting bored with the scenes that's dealing with y'all, because I kind of fast forward y'all because I knew we weren't gonna get nothing out of it. I mean, damn, Nick, y'all was at the pool. Like, toss her ass in the pool. Like, play around in the pool. Like, I understand this is like a reality show, Nick, but you're supposed to be up here trying to court her and have her like you. And you keep saying that you like her and she's cool and she's this and she's that, but it's like you don't want to do shit. Like, spunk it up. Do something with her. Like, y'all are on an island in Mexico. Like, take her out somewhere. Do something. Like, I'm getting bored with the both of y'all. I am. Anyway, Devin and Caitlyn talk about their last relationship and what they're looking for now. Caitlyn says that she's not in touch with her emotions, so she likes the fact that Devin is, and that's exactly what she wanted. I mean, hey, opposites attract. So Sean and Nikki go out to the beach, and Sean says that while they were doing their video diary, things went left. They had a full blown argument when she came in there saying that they basically decided not to have sex until, the end of this experiment or whatever. And Sean's whole thing was, well, we didn't discuss anything. Um, and that turned into a whole damn argument. And Nikki feels like Sean doesn't create a space for the other person to be heard and understood. I don't know if that's all the way true, Nikki. I don't. Because see, Sean gives this easygoing personality that he don't mind going with the flow of things. I don't. Again, Nikki, I honestly felt like because you're not attracted to him physically, that anything that he says and does is just gonna annoy you. And you're gonna take it more than really what you should. Could I be wrong about that? Perhaps, but I just don't feel like I am. I don't. I feel like anything that Sean does, again, I say anything that he does, anything that he says, it's gonna annoy you. Honestly, that's really how I feel about it, Nikki. Not trying to be funny. And I'm not trying to place nothing on you that ain't there. But that's just honestly how I feel about it. Because I don't understand why that had to turn into an argument. And it's like you want him to hear you all the time, but are you listening to him? No, because you're not attracted to him. So what he feels and how he feels doesn't matter. Moving on. Oh, my stomach. So the next morning, Caitlyn decided to go to the gym by herself when they talked about going to the gym with each other. He says, listen, wake me up in the morning. I go to the gym with you. And she said, oh, okay, cool. But that ain't what happened. She went by herself. And he feels like if she needed her alone time, she should have just told him that the night before. He would have been okay with it. Just communicate with him. And yeah, Caitlyn do give me the vibes that while she's in a relationship, she still wants that time to herself. I don't feel like she's all the way wrong in that because I'm the same way. As much as I love spending time with LaFonse, I do want my alone time. I do want my by myself time. I do. And I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that, even when you're in a relationship. I don't. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that. I feel like everybody deserves to have that time where it's just them. I do. I honestly feel that way. But communication is key. I agree with that. Caitlin, you should have just been honest and said, well, you know what? Honestly, tomorrow, I really just wanted to go to the gym by myself, just so that I could get my me time. And then when we come back, we could go out to eat, or we could go to the beach, or we could go to the bar, or we could do anything like that. But I would really like to just have that time to myself. It's okay. So all of the couples meet for dinner. Okay. It's the nighttime comes, all of the couples finally meet back up with one another, and they give their pleasantries and all that good stuff. They hugs and blah blah blah. So Courtney and Felipe talking. Courtney seems to really be into Felipe. She says that she does better with goofy and letting loose, very energetic. She wants that in her marriage with Nick. You ain't gonna get that with Nick, Courtney. Sorry. Felipe says he's not too sure about Nick and Courtney. He doesn't know if Nick is here for love based off his background. And I understand it because that's really what he's giving off. Honestly, that's really what he's giving off. He says that he's into Courtney, but he's really not showing that he's into Courtney. Like, he doesn't know how to just have fun and have fun with her and let his hair down and just, like when you really like a person, you would do shit like that. That's why I'm iffy on whether or not he's really into her like that. Now, while he may think that she's a beautiful woman, that still don't mean he's into her like that. I don't know. I could be reading too much into it, but that's just really what I'm getting from it. Being honest. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. Belle asked the ladies, Belle asked the ladies how was the intimacy going. And then Mecca asked the men have any of them had sex yet. They basically said hell no. Ain't nobody really has sex like that. I don't even believe um Marissa and Adam have had sex. I don't even think that they kind of alluded to that, but I don't even think they've had sex yet. I don't. I just think they like making out with each other. I think they've done that much, but for the most part, I don't think any of them really has crossed that line of having sex yet, which is okay. I mean, they did just meet each other. Bella says she's starting to feel feelings, and it's scary for her because she doesn't know how things are going to play out or even if he feels the same. Mecca says she grabbed him by the face and was kissing him on his cheek and on his neck, and they just made out and things like that. But that's really all that happened. Again, I really feel like Mecca is just going with the flow of things, and I feel like he's not trying to come on too quick. And I don't feel like he should. I feel like things between them really should just happen naturally. All right. But Bella, in my opinion, wants to be put through the mattress because she's very attracted to Mecca. Okay. And she just don't know how to say that. And I get it. I do. I get it. Like you don't want to just be the female to come off strong like that. But I really feel like that's what it is. She wants to be put through the mattress, girl. I really wish she would just say that. He'll probably do it. Moving on. So Felipe asks did the guys have any point of friction. Nick says that he feels like he's putting a lot in, but she's not giving a lot back. Caitlyn says that although this process have been fantastic, it's also inorganic. Normally, in the past, she never spent this much time with her partners. She said he has to give her a second to adjust to this. And like I said, I can get that from Caitlin. And again, there's nothing wrong with wanting your alone time, even when you're in a relationship. I feel like it's healthy to have your alone time, even in a relationship, because again, I'm the same way. Yeah, I love you and I love the time that we spend together, but sometimes I do want my alone time. I do want my time to myself. And I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that. Like, I feel like that keeps a relationship a lot more healthy when you can be with a person that way, but you still can have that time to yourself. I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with it, but that's just me. But I wish Caitlyn would just communicate that. Because how was he supposed to know that unless you're just real with him and say that? That's the problem, Caitlin. You're not being open and honest and just saying that. You expect for him to know that. Moving on. My nose is itching. Who talking about me? Somebody having a deep conversation about me because my nose is itching, child. Quit talking about me. So Sean tells them about the argument that he had with Nikki about not wanting to have sex. It really won't much to that. Courtney tells them that basically she's bored and she's not into him. And that was the end of the episode. Courtney, yeah. Now it looks like in the next episode, Courtney is going to be open and honest, which is good. She should be. Maybe that will put a fire under Nick and he will start to like court her more. Because right now he's not giving much of anything, and I'm bored with the both of y'all, to be honest. No tea, no shade. Girl, my stomach. What is going on? And I ain't eating nothing I was supposed to eat. What's tea? But anyway, girl, that's it. That's all. I ain't got no more. This was a good episode. Episode 5 is out too. I'll probably watch that later on this afternoon and put out episode 5 later on this afternoon. If not, I might just do it in premiere for tomorrow, but I do plan on watching episode 5. I want to make sure that I stay caught up with the episodes now that I'm not working right now when I can. So, y'all know y'all are gonna get these reviews as they come out. But that's it. That's all. I ain't got no more. Please make sure to like, share, hype up this live and subscribe if you have not. I'm really trying to put myself into this algorithm. So if you have a page, if you have a YouTube and you want to share it out, please make sure to share it out. I will greatly appreciate it. I would love to get into this algorithm, honey, because I'm actually really enjoying these episodes. This is my first time watching Married at First Sight, and I haven't been disappointed yet. And so that's it. That's all. I ain't got no more. And until episode 5, I'll holler at you, Gert. Bye. So tonight.